Good morning, everyone. This is Cynthia with your daily tarot card of the day. Welcome into everyone. I'm very, very happy to have you all here. It's a beautiful day. I certainly hope you are having a beautiful day. I'm going to take a moment to tune into the energies, my spirit guides, to bring you hopefully some wonderful messages and insight into today's energies. I invite you to tap into your own intuition, your own higher self, inner guidance, spirit guides, so that whatever card comes up, you might receive your own messages that are personal for you. But I will say that these messages that I deliver are timeless. They are general for the collective. So whenever you happen to find this, there's likely a message here for you. And tune into your own intuition. Take what resonates and leave the rest. The messages are general. They might not be for everybody. And then again, they might speak very directly to you. So trust yourself. This week we are using the Universal Rider-Waite Tarot. And there's information about this deck in the description box below. How beautiful is that? The Ace of Wands. Love this card. Love this card for today's energy. It's definitely talking about new beginnings, fresh start, or new growth of some kind. There could be a lot of creative energy or a lot of optimism and like, yeah, let's get going. So I feel like this is actually a wonderful way to start the week. If you're watching this when I'm recording it or when I've posted it, but I'm definitely picking up on this really strong personal power energy. So I feel like there's been some rejuvenation or some rest and relaxation. I feel like we're maybe coming out of a time that it could have been chaotic or it could have just been very slow in some sense, but I'm feeling like re-energized. This fire energy, the ace is the full power of the fire, the wands. So it does bring a lot of energy and new beginnings, creativity, inspiration, those kinds of things. But I'm feeling it as tuning into the energy. I'm feeling it kind of solar plexus area. So I almost feel like this is consolidating in like a personal power aspect. So whatever you've been going through, whatever challenges you've overcome, or if you had the opportunity to sort of rest and relax, or if things have been chaotic, the dust might not be completely settled, but I do feel sort of like this rejuvenated energy, and I again feel like it's personal power kind of consolidated, maybe solar plexus region. If you're not personally feeling that sense of empowerment, I'd say that it's not too far distant in the future for you, because this is bringing in like a new beginning, a fresh start, a new growth. There's some kind of new or fresh energy that's coming in. So it could be inspiration to start a new project. It could be, a new opportunity in order to move in a different direction or to continue to grow, right? Or you could see something that you've been working on suddenly have this new growth, like this burst of success, having accomplished a milestone or something of that nature. But that doesn't mean that you're done, right? So just because we've reached a certain point in our endeavors, it's still going. And so there's some kind of a new growth or a new inspiration or a revitalization of some of the energy that's there. And that pushes us into the new beginning, or that brings in another level of excitement, passion, opportunity, creativity, whatever this might be, right? So if it's not a brand new beginning or some new opportunity coming towards you, then it could be this new growth, noticing, kind of like in the springtime when you notice the buds on the trees and things like that. Or when you notice a certain plant coming up and then all of a sudden there's that new bud or these new leaves. So it's the new growth. So the plant's been there. It's been doing its thing. Made it through winter. It came out in spring. But then there's that moment where you look at it and you go, oh, wow, there's new growth on it. It got bigger after that rainfall or whatever, right? So that's kind of the energy that I'm feeling. If it's not something brand new, then there's a new growth. And I really that might be for more people than a completely new chapter, new beginning or something like that. It could be new growth. So whoever's watching this, there's those 2-3 energies, right? I mean, all of them have that sense of empowerment and that sense of personal power sort of consolidating and that re-energized feeling. And sometimes when we see the new growth, that's what gives it to us. We're like, oh, that's exciting. Let me, be a part of that, right? Sometimes the empowerment comes after, the challenges and the dust has settled and that kind of a thing. And then we start to feel that sense of self-empowerment. So that could be another group of listeners who are catching this message. And then the other group could be something brand new. You completed an old cycle, you got through, you cleared out, you cleaned all of that stuff up, and now here's a fresh start, here's a new opportunity, here's a new beginning. If you've released some blockages, you're going to be open for more inspiration to come in. That's the other thing that's coming through. No matter what your personal circumstance is, remember that when we clear out, we make space. If we want something new and different, and not just a change in what we have, but we're looking for something new, or we're looking for new growth, we have to make space for it. Going back to the garden analogy, you plants coming up and they're doing well and everything, but if you want them to get enough rain and enough sunlight and even enough wind to grow bigger and stronger, sometimes you have to thin out the plants. So you'll have to take, if they're bunched too close together, so you'll have to take some out, separate them out, either transplant some of them or, weed out the ones that are not doing so hot. Or again, create space, get rid of, rocks or weeds or something of that nature that could be in the area and sort of crowding the plants that you have, right? You're going to want to create space for the things that the plant that you want to grow to have. So again, in our own lives, whether it's our minds, our heart, our way of thinking, our beliefs, sometimes it's not even, you know, well, yeah, limiting belief could be something like, something you believe that's not true. But at the same time, it could also be something that is true and that you do believe, but it's limiting you because it needs to grow. The definition within it needs to expand a little bit. It needs to move beyond, the confines of maybe the old way of doing things or the old way of looking at things, right? So it could need to be tweaked. So again, if we want to see new growth in our lives, if we want to be open to accept new opportunities, we have to be prepared to do so. If we clear that space in our lives, in our calendar, in our office, in our homes, in wherever, then we can welcome in that new opportunity. If we are prepared, say, yes, I'm the type of person who can handle that thing, then we can bring in that opportunity. So something's coming, and you might hear about it today. The wands can also represent communication. So you could get big news or big communication today. That's a definite possibility. But I'm feeling this more on an internal sense. I know it'll show up in your external reality probably sometime this week or within the next couple of days. But from inspiration to, noticing something or seeing something as moving forward or having, reached a point where it's going to be moving forward, or a new opportunity, there's definitely an internal sense of empowerment and energy and optimism, and inspiration that kind of bubbles up, and maybe some excitement that bubbles up from within. So today definitely feels like a good day. It's a good day for taking action and getting things done. It's a good day for being open and sort of lighthearted with whatever it is that you're doing. Doesn't mean you don't have to take things seriously, but with whatever you're doing, being lighthearted about it, and kind of easygoing and energized. Being in a good humor. That will definitely, that uplifting energy would be going through your day to day, and that can open up new inspirations, new ideas, new opportunities for you that you might not have noticed if you were kind of keeping your head down and looking in a different direction, or sort of shrinking down or anything like that. This is an uplifting, and it's an out open energy, and it's a powerful energy, right? There could be a lot of creative inspirations as well. So with that, I leave you your lovely Ace of Wands. I wish you a lot of peace and blessings for today. I hope it's a wonderful day. I hope it's an uplifting and empowering day. And I thank you again for being here with me. And I do look forward to seeing you again tomorrow.